take him to Most City. We have a practice, and take him back to Cyprus, and then I come back home. This is one day. We got 2 3 days. We do this. So see, it's a lot of stuff that goes into our success that nobody ever knows about, man. But I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I went and bought a $3,000 streaming video camera. I got it pointed at me as we speaking. I'm videotaping stuff because it's a story here, Solo, and I even got a company to agree to do a documentary on the success of the Baller Academy.
Man, listen here. You just took the thought right out of my head. I was just about to ask.
I'm doing it, man. You told me that. You told me.
Things like
You told me.
a documentary.
Yes, yes. And
that'll be great.
Yes.
Hardy, I can't wait. Hey, you're listening to the Public Affairs Podcast. We're talking to the founder and director of the Baller Academy, Reginald Hardy Sr., talking about the great things that the Baller Academy has done throughout the pandemic, how they are now a sponsored team that's going to all of these tournaments. Let's just start back from the beginning.
okay.
Hardy, the Baller Academy, you service kids grades 7th and 8th grade, right?
Well, we have a 7th and 8th grade team. We service kids from the 5th to the 12th grade. But when I walked into the gym, we had 0 kids and hadn't seen a kid in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And so I couldn't go in with no pre thoughts or anything about what we were gonna do. All I do is we got the gym, we've got a contract for a year, we've got all this brand new shiny equipment. I've got great coaches. So we're gonna see who comes into the gym. And within 2 months, I had a 9th grader here, I had a 10th grader there, I had a couple of 5th graders, so it was not enough to put a team together. Because keep in mind, we're trying to get a team. I need at least 7 players to put a team together. We got 7 players. Where the uniforms at? The tournament fees, Brother Smooth, are $250 to $500 every tournament. Did I remind you we had 21 tournaments?
Is that per student, per child?
It's $250 per team to put your team in the tournament.
Per team, okay.
Okay, that's the low end. This tournament in Dallas is going to be $575, brother. So it's, AAU is not it's a money grab, but it's some good things come out of AAU too. And I'll give you one. 2 of my best players had mental issues. That's why I got back into this thing, because we know people like Ben Simmons, great athlete. They compare him to Michael Jordan, but he's not played a basketball in 2 years because what's going on in his head is not allowing his hands and his legs to work. And so until you get that straight, man, the legs ain't gonna jump, fingers ain't gonna finger roll, you ain't gonna hit no free throws. And I watched the championship, his last game. I watched his last game, and I went back and watched it again because I heard Stephen A. talking and a lot of these people talking about it, and they were saying, watch this guy. When he gets ready to come into the basket, he's gonna pass the ball out. He can be right under the goal. He's not gonna take the shot. And I went back and I watched it. I said, ooh wee, man, ooh wee. That's all I could say was, Now, if Stephen A., not a coach, and all these other people, not coaches, can see that, then the other team surely can see that. The other coach surely can see that. And so you're not a benefit to our team. You remember this thing called Shack Attack?
Yeah.
Why did they invent that word? Because he could not hit a free throw. So teams would use that, hey man, go in there and foul Shaq. He gonna shoot the ball over the goal. So your mind dictates. I'm a firm believer that your mind is everything, man.
Well, it is.
It is.
Thoughts create your reality.
Yes.
I'm a living witness.
Yes.
I just manifested a whole trip to New Orleans for my birthday for Essence Fest. When
Bless
I tell you, the way that I imagined this trip to be is exactly
how
it
it was.
played out.
Come on now.
Exactly. So your thoughts do create your reality.
Yes, you do.
People
Yes, you
that are
do.
listening, change your mindset.
Yes.
And watch things start to change in your
Yes.
life. Go ahead, Hardy.
Yeah, well, and here's the 2 kids that's on my team. I'm not gonna call their names for obvious reason. This is a fact though. I had a dad of my team call me. He said, man, I kind of monitor these kids on Facebook, and I do too, Twitter. We've got Instagram. If they got something, man, I still got my MySpace account. I still got my Black Planet account. Come on, man.
God.
So my point to you is, he called me.
All the way back.
All the way. You gotta understand, I'm 65. I had the first iPhone, looked like a big old banana with a rod sticking out the end of it, man. And I tell people I've had the same number for 28, I'm going on 30 years. So if you say you couldn't find me, you wasn't really trying, man. You wasn't really trying. I ain't that guy that got 50 numbers. But anyway, back to the story. My dad called me, and it was in the middle of the night. That's why I work nights. Don't call me today. I just got up, man. I'm a night person. He calls me at 11 o'clock, and I'm at my desk. I answer the phone and say, I don't know if you want to say something about this, coach, but I just saw a disturbing Instagram post from one of our best players. I won't call no name. He said, this is what, and I'm going to read this verbatim to you, because I went and read it. The meme says, well, this is his words out of the player's mouth. This is how I feel. But it was a meme that says, I'm sitting on the side of my bed with my head in my hands, ready to end it all. This is my player hitting 20 points a game, AB student, and you look at him and you say, man, you're on your way. But this kid just posted he's about to blow his brains out. That's one story. Next week I go to practice. This parent is at my practice. His son is out there having a great practice. At the end of the practice, this player walks up to me and he stops me because we do, let me rewind a little bit. On Thursday, we're at an outdoor park. All my parents are phenomenal. They bring barbecue pits. This every Thursday, not just barbecue pits, hot dogs, the hamburgers, the Gatorade. We do kumbaya. My parents having a good time. It's just a picnic on Thursdays. At the end of this, and I'm going to tell you how good this is, we're supposed to be through, Brother Smooth, at 7:30. It's 9 o'clock and these kids still out there playing. They don't want to go home. You want to make practice fun. So I created these little ways to make practice fun. And so long story short, this kid approaches me after practice. Great practice, man, great. This kid is in the 7th grade playing on the 8th grade AAU team. That should let you know about his skill sets. Mom and dad is hard workers, great parents. You would think perfect parents, perfect kid, good going. This kid walked up to me, Brother Smooth, put his hands in my chest as if to say, hold on, coach, I need to tell you something. Okay, I'm here. And the first thought in my mind is, why you even go tell your dad that? Because he's standing right behind me. But I didn't question that because I've been taught to listen to a kid. Shut up and just listen.
That's all.
You know what he told me? He bust out in tears and said, Coach, I just feel worthless, man. I feel like I can't do nothing right. Everything I do is wrong. And I stopped him. Mid-sentence, stopped him. I say, stop. Hold up, brother. You got a mother, you got a dad 3 feet behind me, love you to death. You got a mother that follows you at every game. I got kids that I've been here since October. If their mother stood next to me at HEB, I wouldn't know them because they don't support their kids. But I support your kids. Anyway, so I'm giving them all these, hey man, you had a great practice. You in the 7th grade playing on the 8th grade. We going to finals. You free uniform. What is you? And it was all about, after we got through, I brought him off the ledge, basically. He calmed down. He stopped crying. And I said, get yourself together, man, because if you by now, your dad and the other players and the other parents was wondering why we standing in the center court with this serious look on your face. You know what I'm saying? So let's wipe the tears, take 10 deep breaths, and let's go back over into the crowd. Well, I immediately tapped the dad on the back and said, I need to talk to you about something, which I don't keep nothing. This your baby. I owe you this. I pulled him to the side. When I shared it to him, he looked back at me and said, yeah, coach, that's the only knock on our son. We're actually getting him professional help because he thinks less of himself. Sometimes he'll go with some guys and they'll do something and he'll take all the blame for it because he's that guy. I said, well, we got work to do, Dad, because this baby going to college in 4 years. I don't know about what your thoughts is, but my thoughts is we don't want another Ben Simmons in the 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? If somebody were to work with Ben on his middle in the 7th grade, he may would be better now. I'm just saying, I don't know because I don't know him personally. So my thing is, man, it's bigger than basketball. We're winning.
It is bigger than basketball. And to your very point that it is bigger than basketball, you just sharing that story just tells of all of the great things that y'all are doing.
We're trying, man.
Academy,
we're trying.
Kids, how they listen to you. I mean, so not only is it about basketball to those that are listening, I mean, preventing youth suicides, dealing with youth depression and anxiety.
Right.
I mean, these kids, they need somebody. And my man Hardy and the people over at Baller Academy, they are doing it. Listen, we got a minute left. What is it that you need from the community?
support.
The Baller Academy thrive.
Great question, man. That's a great question to end on because 98% of what I tell you about came out of my companies. I have several companies, and we donate to the Baller Academy. I need the community to. This is the third or fourth largest city in America. I shouldn't be struggling to get uniforms. I shouldn't be struggling to rent vans. I got the kids. I got the tournaments. I know all the people. But I, Reginald Hardy, shouldn't be the sole financial provider behind this mission. It's bigger than me, man. So what I need is my local people to stand up, business owners. I had a parent, and I gotta stop right in, but I had a parent donated $10. But what makes that so great is she couldn't afford to donate it, because I know her situation. So if this parent can afford 10, I know a boy out here that's buying these $800 tennis, man, could come on. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Get some $700 tennis, send us that 100, and I can buy a uniform package. And here's our uniform package: home and away uniforms, 2 sets of matching socks, and a nice backpack with our logo on it to carry it all in. So when we march into these tournaments, we look like we coming to take care of business smooth.
Right.
We ain't coming in no t-shirts with no magic marker road with numbers. So we need support. If I could end it on anything, please go to The Baller Academy on every page.org. This is not a .com. We're nonprofit. TheBallerAcademy.org. Every page at the bottom of the page has a little button that says donate. You can donate $1, $1,000. You can donate $100,000. PayPal, however you want to donate it. We make it easy. Our registration online. Our tournament, you can go now. Everything's online. Everything's online. Everything's online.
TheBallerAcademy.org.
Got it.
TheBallerAcademy.org. Reginald Hardy Sr., the founder and director of the Baller Academy, man. It's always great, man. I can't wait to see you, man. We got to link up. Right?
Well, you know you're one of our mentors, bro. I got you listed down as one of our mentors, and you got royalty to come in that gym anywhere we at. You gonna be, if you show up at a tournament, you in on me. If you show up at a practice, I'm gonna stop practice. Cause see, my special people I take care of, man.
I would love to. Yeah, we're gonna talk. I appreciate you, Hardy.
Yes, sir. Love you, man. Love you. Take care of your family.
Man, love you more.
All
and
right.
to everyone listening to the podcast, we'll be back after this.
Thank you. Thank you, Smooth.
Man, that was great. So this is going to air Sunday morning, and then I'll send the link Sunday after it airs. So Sunday morning, 6 o'clock on the box,
Cool.
8 o'clock on Praise 92.1, and then 9 o'clock on Magic.
You know I'm gonna be on all of them, bro. And I'm about to bust it out on all these Instagram and Twitters, bro.
Yeah. So if you look in at that calendar invite
Gotcha.
that Jacoba sent you,
Right.
it'll have the times that it's going to air. It's in there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Gotcha, man. Hey, man, as always, I appreciate you, brother. You're one of the long rangers out there helping us out.
Man, listen, whenever, with open invitation, bro, you know that.
Come on, man. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, man.
Take care. Get on to the next thing, man. I know you got to listen, dude. All right, baby.
Call it now.
Baby, all right.